we are on day 2 of week 2, I believe, working on Gradio, all that good stuff. All right, so let's tap in. Let's go. Let's do it. I'm gonna put up 20 minutes, break the show into 2 pieces.
It's time to do.
All right, so let's switch over to the other screen where we're going to be working on week 2, day 2. All right, let's see. All right, so when we last left off, we were doing, so the last thing that we did was minor improvements. You made a small improvement to the code. So okay, so that was to stream the response. And then we got to, all right, so we got to building the company brochure. I thought we were supposed to be doing the what do you call it? Maybe that's separate, but I thought we were supposed to be doing the web page summarizer. Let me see what's going on. So before, all right, so building your company brochure. What happened to the web page summarizer? I wanted to do the web page summarizer. Here's what I'm going to do. Right? We're still gonna do the web page brochure, but I really didn't care much for the web page brochure. I do want to do the summarizer. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go over to our launcher and I'm gonna go to week 1, day 1. So there goes week 1. Let's go to, actually I don't remember what day it was. Let me check. Let's see what we had in our other days. Oh, that's no good. Let's go to, oh, what's going on here? Everything messed up? That's a pity. Week 1 exercise. Let's see what's going on. What happened to, hold on. What happened to anthropic sampling? Day 1. What's on day 5? Day 5 was the brochure. I don't know. Let's see if day 1 opens up. I want to do the webpage summarizer first. Good morning, Wave Nerd. How you doing, Wave Nerd? Kuya Nimbus. Hope all is well with you as well. I don't know what happened to my day 1. That sucks. Discard. I don't know. All right, well, whatever. We'll. I guess we will stick with. I guess we'll stick with this building company brochure, and then we'll revisit the webpage summarizer because I really want to do the webpage summarizer because that is very helpful. Oh, I'm so upset. I don't know what happened to it. Week 1 exercise. What this code does. That's a pity. All right. We'll stick with this one for now. All right, so a class to represent a web page. So we have that. And it's so a recap of what we did last time. So it says, so we have the class for website. It takes a URL, a title, and a text. And here we're initializing the class. We're passing in the URL. Let's see. So get their URL. It's going to be parsing through the page using Beautiful Soup. Takes a title. Let's see. It's stripping out like script styles, image from the code. So one thing I need to do, I need to figure out how to do this right here inside of JavaScript, because I've been trying to work on. I've been trying to work on this project and in JavaScript, but Beautiful Soup is popular for Python. I'm trying to find a good equivalent. If anybody in the chat knows a good equivalent for Beautiful Soup for JavaScript, let me know. Here's a get the content of the web page. We are doing Let's see. Content. Self.text. All right, so here it's getting the text, and then all right, so it's gonna say web page title and the content. Let's see. So system message: you are a system that analyzes the content of a company's web page and creates a short brochure about the company for prospective customers, investors, and recruits. Respond in Markdown. Let's see. Stream brochure company. So you're going to be passing in the company name, the URL, and the model that you want to use. Please generate a company brochure for the company name that you're passing in. Here's your landing page. It's the prompt. And then adding to the prompt is the website URL. You say get content, which is here. It's calling this. If GPT, stream GPT. If Claude, stream Claude. And if you don't put either Claude or GPT, it's going to tell you unknown. Here we're saying build a Gradio interface. Let's see, function stream brochure, and then input the company name, the landing page, and the drop down is for GPT or Claude. Output brochure, and then never flag. All right, so there we have it. Let's go ahead and run these. So let's run this first. Let's build this class first. Then we're going to go for our system message. Then we do the brochure. We do the brochure function. And lastly, we're going to do the Gradio part. So Gradio creates for us a company name, or the interface. We're entering the company name. We're going to be passing in the landing page URL, and then we're going to be choosing our model. So let's go ahead. I need a company. Let's do. I don't want a huge company, but let's do. Let me see. E-bike company. Let's try this one. Electric bikes. Let's do. So paste the URL here, and we're gonna say electric e-bikes, and we'll use GPT. And look at that. Look at that. Let me close this over here. And now we are getting a little brochure about electric e-bikes, about us, our bikes. That is pretty cool. And now you can just take this and drop in some picture somewhere about one of their bikes, and now you have a little nice brochure that you can share with people. That's how quickly that we can spin up a brochure. Let's see. That's about it. Yeah. Let me see. Is there anything else on here? I think that's it. So what I want to do now, I can't believe I don't have the webpage summarizer. That really bothers me. Notebook does not appear to be in JSON. Somehow I got messed up. Let me see. Well, let's go to let's go to our, let's go to this then. So this is our content creation workflow generator. And if we were to prototype doing Gradio in this, let's say, all right, so let's say we do import, and do we just do import Gradio? Import Gradio as gr. Enter. So Gradio should be imported. Do I need to? No, I don't. All right. All right. I thought I would have to do a pip install, but maybe not. All right. So now, if we go down to here, so I'm just going to skip the web page summarizer for now, and we're going to try to do Gradio straight for my content creation workflow generator. All right. So let's do view equals gr dot, is it interface? Capital I. Open parentheses. And we're going to say the function is generate content creation metadata, comma, inputs. And for the inputs, we're going to say gr dot text box. I should say text area though. Go with text box for now. And we will say label, what is this video about? I think that's the only one that I really need, is what is this video about? And then oh yeah, we need one more. So then we say comma gr dot drop down, and inside the drop down we have open AI, we have Claude, we have Gemini, and we have Perplexity. All right, and then we say label, choose an LLM. All right, we got that. And next up we have make sure, oh, almost made a mistake. That is like that, that is like that. That looks about right. Wait, no. Where'd this one come from? Oh, okay, that's from the input. All right, gotcha. We have that. And then we have the output. And in the output, we have another one of these. And we're going to say gr.markdown. And from the markdown, we're going to say, let's see. Label equals video video description, video metadata. Let's go with that for now. Metadata. All right. Let's go with that. And is there anything else we need? Flagging mode, never. Should be in parentheses. All right, I think that is everything. And then view.launch. All right, I think that's all. Let's give that a run. Okay, so far, what is this video about? Let me go and find a video. So we can do all right, so let's say giving feedback to someone who just got off of a performance improvement plan and what they should do next. All right, so we have that. We choose OpenAI. Let's see what happens. Uh-oh. Oh, you know what? I think I missed something. I think I need to... Wait, no. Let me see. Maybe I didn't. Why is my output not coming out? Oh, wait, no. It put it here. Why would it put it here? So something's not right. GR markdown label. Outputs. Outputs. Looks different here. I mean, it kind of did it, but not. It didn't put it how I was expecting it to be. Let me try. Let me go here. And let's say live stream where I'll be writing out unit test for my port scanner application built in Python. So it's not outputting here. So this part is here, but what is the difference? Let me copy this code right quick. View, GR interface, function, Generate content metadata, inputs. What is the video about?
Lunch break. Lunch break.
GR Markdown, label. I don't know. So they're printing out here as new cells as opposed to printing out in Gradio. All right, well, whatever. We will continue investigating it. Let's get to break, and then we will get back to finish up the last 15 minutes or so of the show. But for now, let's go to full screen. All right. Let's see. So we have out. Let me compare the two. We have our input. So all right, we have our function. We have input, inputs. We have this over here. So if I wanted to match it up, oops, this would be text box, drop down, outputs, gr markdown, label. Looks the same. But it's not outputting. Maybe let's see. Not sure if so we have this part. Function stream brochure, inputs company name, text box, drop down, markdown, label. So when we do that, please generate. Okay, got that. Huh. Okay. Not sure. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Why is my markdown label, select model? We have those in there. GR markdown, label. So let's try this then. I'm gonna cheat the system a little bit. Let's say we do, and we say but this is how you kind of figure out where things are going wrong. It's by troubleshooting. Don't need this one. Let's say we do let's see, label. Let's go with that. Let's say another video is about is it possible to become a freelance QA tester? See, look at that. It's not putting it within Gradio. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to do some investigation on that. But I think it's something in my code as opposed to something in Gradio, because over here it works just fine. Maybe I need to stream it, possibly. Not entirely sure. Not entirely sure what's going on with that. Let's see here. Is it the streaming though? Let me go and check. Stream GPT is just saying to stream the messages. But I don't see. Let me check day one. Because I don't believe Gradio is only working with streaming the messages. Let me see. Does Gradio output only work with stream? I don't think it should. Gradio outputs in new cell. Let's see. Gradio interface. Interface is a Gradio main high class. All right. Launch. Oh, is there? Wait, hold on. Did I miss a launch? Gradio launch. Import Gradio greet interface launch. I think I might have missed the launch part. No, view launch. That's correct. I think I'm gonna have to do a little bit more investigation in this. I'm not sure where this is falling off. I mean, it's kind of working, but this right here, it should be showing up right here. Because then what I want to do is add a little copy button, so then I can just click copy and then copy and paste it into wherever it has to go. Let's see. I think we're gonna leave it at that though. I don't really see. I'm not saying I'm not. Nothing is immediately standing out to me. All right, we will revisit this, and I'm also going to look to see where is that web page summarizer. We got the we got the day 2 brochure created, but I didn't want to do a web page summarizer because that one is a lot more useful to me than the brochure, and I do want to get inside of our content creation workflow thing to print it out the right way, appearing here as opposed to creating in a new cell, because then it's just, who knows where it's going if you don't have this open. Like, let's say you're building an application to integrate this so that it can generate whatever you want to generate with a user interface so that anybody can use it for you. This isn't giving me the results that I was expecting, so we'll look into that. But we're gonna wrap it up for today. Let's go live, or let's go to full screen. But that's about it. I don't. I want to. Let's jump into the show. We have our first working segment. We're gonna be working on Gradio. Let's go ahead and let's put up a 20-minute timer, and then we'll take like a 1 to 2 minute break, and then we'll wrap up the show doing a little bit more. Right. So let's get to it.
It's time to do.
All right, so let's go over here. And as you can see, I use my content creation workflow every single day. For every video description that I'm putting up, I have so this is for the one for today, video giving a brief walkthrough of how to download and configure AWS CLI. And that's what I use for my descriptions. So it makes me I used to have to do this step by step, thinking of a title, and then I have to go and get the description. Then I have to say, all right, give me keywords separated by comma, all in one spot. Everything is taken care of. So it helps me. It saves me so much time. It allows me to go so much faster. However, it would be a little bit cooler if we had this Gradio type UI to it. But we were having some issue with that. So we're going to be looking into that. I'm not exactly sure why that's happening, because if we look at day 2 over here, I would expect it to show the results like over here, but for me it's not happening. So I'm not 100% sure why. When I'm looking at, so if I go to what I did on Monday, I'm looking at this over here, and when it does the result, it spits it out over here, which doesn't make much sense to me. Let's see. So I'm just trying to figure out why that is actually happening. The code. So this is the code from the. This is the code. Let me just copy it again. So let's take this code right here. And when I'm comparing, right, so generate content creation metadata, and this is stream brochure. So if I go ahead and I look at the stream brochure, in here, let's see, stream brochure, it takes in the company name, the URL, the model, and the model goes in here. Something I was wondering though, if it's possible that the stream, I wouldn't think so, but it is possible. Like, does it only, let's go to the top of this when we first started working with Gradio, because does it only work through streaming? Let's see. So here, there's no streaming here. So let's do this real quick. So we have our UI, but there's no, well, yeah, because if it can work without having AI, then it shouldn't matter about the stream. So if we say test and submit test, right? So it's not, I don't think it's a streaming. Let's see what else. If we go down, so not the dark mode. So message GPT, where's message GPT declared? Let's go up. See, that's not streaming. So, and if we go and we do, and we launch this one, if I put in what year was YouTube created? Oh, that's not the one. All right, so there's this one. So let's say we go, what year was YouTube created? We go here, submit that. See how it doesn't stream the response, right? So it's not streaming the response. So it's not about the streaming of the response. That's the problem. So we look at here. We have, so let's compare text box, interface, stream brochure, inputs, Gradio text box, label, okay. Outputs, GR Markdown, label, brochure, flagging mode never, view launch. It looks exactly the same. Let me check. At the top of here though, so we have OpenAI. All right, we have all of this. We're loading our libraries. So what I'm looking for is to see if there's anything at the top that is specified for Gradio that we do not have ourselves. So is this the first part they introduced Gradio? What is this from typing import list? So let's see where a list is being used. So only from typing we have list. I might not have that one in mind. All right, so I don't have that one in mind. So what about if we say, I mean, I'm not sure if that's the actual cause of it, but it is definitely something we can give it a try. Let's put that in there. Let's comment that out. Run that again. What is this video about? Let's say this video is about I have a video coming out maybe in about a couple of weeks, and we'll say this video is about tech coach Ralph and Rod Brown from the Nourishing Word debating about QA and if developers should be held accountable for their bad code. That's what the conversation was about, literally. All right. Let's submit. See? It didn't put it there. I was hoping it would put it there, but it didn't. Did I run this one? I don't know if I ran this one over though. Let's see. No, I did. I think I did. Let me copy this just in case. Yeah, I did. Like, it's just not putting it there. I don't know why. Let me see. It's moving it to the bottom. Like outside. All right, let's do a little bit of research. Let's do, close all this stuff down. So let's say Gradio, what's the name of this software again? Jupyter Labs. Jupyter Notebook. Places output on new cell. All right, let's see where that's. So when using Gradio Jupyter Notebook, the output of Gradio interface by default is rendered within the same cell where you define the launch interface. However, Gradio offers a feature that might appear as though the output is in a new cell or in a separate location. Embedded interface within the output area. When you create a Gradio interface in a cell and launch it, the resulting interactive element, text box sliders, and outputs are displayed directly within the output area of the same cell. This output is essentially a dedicated space below the code cell, but might visually seem separate, particularly if a complex interface with multiple components. I don't know. It looks like it's a new cell. Gradio reload mode. Gradio has a reload mode that allows you to develop and iterate on your Gradio apps more quickly within a notebook. I don't know how to. Well, in that case, if you're telling me that, let me see. 87. Oh, I guess it is within the. I guess it is within the same cell. Is it? Is it? It just looks funny. Yeah. I guess that is within the same cell. But wait, all right, let's try this. Let's try this. Let me see something. So if I go to here and I go here and I submit, does it then show up? I don't know. If I change it to Claude, it's not doing anything. Oh wait, it's here. So I don't know. It's a little weird. Let's see. Wave Nerd says, "Have you thought of oh my goodness. Have you thought of making it voice audio commands?" I have not thought about that because, believe it or not, Wave Nerd, believe it or not, I do not like to talk that much. I'm just saying. You might laugh at that, but I don't like to talk that much. Like one thing I do not like to use at all is voice messaging on like WhatsApp and stuff. People will send me voice messages all the time, and I just respond back with a text because I do not like to use voice messages whatsoever. It's once in a blue moon I will use the voice messages, but nah, I'm not for it. But however, for the interview prep app that we've been working on, it is in consideration to make that voice audio to interact with AI to better help prepare for interviews. So that's something we're thinking about. So this added it a few times. I don't know. There goes the Claude. But why is it not, see, that's the thing I don't understand. It's not showing here. Let me inspect this real quick. I'm not seeing an output. Let me try Gradio output not rendering. let's see. The display appears in my collab cell. When I click generate button, the machine is busy, but the output's nothing on my OpenAI usage does not change. Since it works outside the Gradio interface, how about make prompt model print? You know what? Actually, I thought of something. So if we look at day 2 and they just have to return. Oh, okay. I think I got it actually. I'm just talking though. So if it says return this for this function right here, right? They're not returning any markdown or anything like that. We are, so in ours though, we are doing a bunch of, we're using, so watch this. We are using, which I kind of don't want to do this, but I can always undo it, I guess. But if we do generate video keywords, response from AI, return response from AI, response from AI. So all right, you see this right here? This generate content. That's what I think that's what the problem is. Generate content creation metadata. I'm not returning anything. So what I want to do, I want to return the title, the description, and the keywords for the video. So let me see something. Python return multiple values. So we say return separated by comma. I think that might be the issue because I'm not returning anything. So if I say inside of generate content creation metadata, I go with a return title for video, description, keywords. We do that. And then let's do this one. Go here, submit. Let me see. Okay, so we have an error. So the error is attribute object has no expand tabs. Let me take a look at this return again. So example sum equals difference. Did I put, I'm pretty sure I put a comma, right? Let me see. Title. I did. All right, so return title for video. Let's try this. Let me just put, instead of, I'm just going to put the return the description to see what happens. That way we can test it out real quick. All right, so that rendered. Ah, look at that. I see, says the blind man. Maybe, all right, so maybe I could do, maybe I can do, it's the little thing. So maybe I can do, let's say we do title for video plus. Let's try that. Is that going to work? I don't know, but concern. I don't know. We can try it though.
Lunch break. Lunch break.
All right, so we are getting some output, and we're gonna try to see if we can get the title and the keywords to jump in there as well. I'm sure there is going to be. I'm sure there's a way we can combine it. Oh, I have an idea. If this doesn't work, I have an idea, and we won't have to make that many changes. All right, cool. So let's go to break real quick, and then when we come back, we'll try to finish this off. Right. Let's go ahead and let's wrap up this last 15 minutes. Let's get to it. Let's do it. All right. So, and what I plan to do for Saturday, going to get rid of all the breaks and the chat messages that we do in the morning, and we're just gonna combine both shows into one, and that'll be released Saturday morning. So for anybody who wasn't able to catch it and they just wanted to get straight to the meat, you can watch this playback of the Monday and Wednesday show all in one video, streamlined, no chat, no fluff, none of that stuff. All right. Let's see. Wave Nerd says he warns me that he's going to take me down a wormhole with agents. Wave Nerd, let me tell you this, right? Let me tell you this. Wave Nerd, don't threaten me with a good time, all right? Let's get to the money. All right. All right. let's try this. All right. So so I said let's do the title plus the description and the keywords. I'm not sure if that's gonna work. I'm hoping that's gonna work, but I'm not sure how Gradio is gonna respond to that. So let's try it out. Let's go to let me get another description. Let's go with okay, let's do this. So I'm gonna say live stream. So this is gonna be for tomorrow's show. So you're seeing what I do on a regular basis, right? So live stream for ethical hacking, where we will be writing unit tests for the port scanner application we built in Python. All right, and let's go to submit. Let's see if we get any errors or anything like that. Oh. So it actually worked. However, it just okay, so let's do. All right, so I'm gonna do a little bit of trickery over here, if you don't mind. I am going to go up here. I'm trying to think, because I could say, oh, let me check something real quick. I have a Python. So Python return multiple outputs, and then we can say Gradio output multiple all right, let's see. Gradio function with multiple outputs. Let's see. So interface class. Oh, wait. Output text, outputs number. So output 1, output. Oh. So that way we can say, so we could say outputs label title, outputs label description, outputs label keywords, right? Let's see. So if I, all right, let me try this one again. Because this failed the first time, but that's probably because I wasn't handling the outputs correctly. Should have just put the Gradio right under it. So I have to keep scrolling. Let's go. Let me just copy this right here. And go back up here. So let's do that. And now let's insert a cell below. And we do Gradio, but we do output title. We're going to do, then the output for the second one is going to be description. Output for the third one is going to be keywords. So we do that. And we say DevOps live stream working on DevOps to have Kubernetes use the Google Cloud Platform configured secrets. Let's see what happens with this one. If we go to submit, what? Do you see that? Did you see how you like them apples? We have our, it doesn't show title as the label, but we have our title, we have our description, and we have our keywords. How you like that? How you like that? So then what I want to do, because I honestly don't need like this whole historical reference of all of these. What I want to do, all right, so Gradio, add copy to output. Add a copy, so add copy to clipboard button and other input types. Copy data is added as a hint argument. Did nobody? All right, so they're talking about this since 2023. I think it'd be very helpful. Creates a text area for users to enter string or display behavior as input. Let's see how to add heading or I have another one. Let's do our description. I don't see a copy button. All right. Copy button. See, and if this isn't possible, right? If this isn't possible, this is the part when using these so text box copy. The copy data is of event data that specifically carries information about .copy event. When the .copy data is added as a hint type to an argument, will automatically be the copy data automatically be passed as a value of the argument. The attributes of this object contains information that the event about the event. It's not really what I want. So, but this is the part, like if there isn't a readily available way to add this is the part where these pre-built tools annoy me. I search for the word copy. And nothing shows up, of course. All right. Anyways, we have this now where we have this right here. So I can easily just copy this, although because there's no copy button, and copy this whole section right here to my description, and I can copy this into my my keywords. So simple as that. And so honestly, I don't believe that I need this outputting under here if I'm able to use Gradio, one little interface, and I just have everything one and done instead of having to go, like, you see this whole long list of stuff. I don't need all that because I don't need to have a historical reference of all of the meta descriptions, my metadata for my videos. So I might just transition over to just using this little thingy right here, make my life a lot easier, right? But that's it. That is it. I am so happy we figured this out. The reason that we weren't getting the output before was because we weren't returning any type of there was no return type on the function. It was just set to output to print out. All right. So we have resolved that, and I am so excited for that. Alrighty then. So that is it for today. We got that done. So most likely on Monday, we're going to be moving on to day 3 of week 2 as we continue to chug along through our large language model course. I am so happy that I started this course. I'm learning a lot, and I have been able to see the value and how we can integrate with these large language models and make our lives so much easier, how it can help us prepare for interviews, help us with our resumes, help us for just about anything that we're doing. Build your skill set, but if you can simplify some of these things, you definitely want to do that, right? Wild, crazy thing. Sorry for thinking you can be successful. Magic in the air we breathe. I believe too much in you, girl, more than the things they preach. They say I don't see their ways, never colored inside their lines, but I'm dancing on the edge to my own rhythm, feeling fine. Not everyone is not me, and that's my favorite part. We are wild, untamed, and free, with fire inside our hearts. Whispering tales of dreams on a road less traveled by. Our footsteps light as feathers in the glowing sunset sky.
Sorry for thinking you can be successful. Magic in the air we breathe. I believe too much in you, girl, more than the things they preach. Say I don't see their ways, never colored inside their lines, but I'm dancing on the edge to my own rhythm fiends they preach. They say I don't see their ways, never colored inside their lines, but I'm dancing on the edge to my own rhythm fiends they preach. Not everyone is not me, and that's my favorite part. We are wild, untamed, and free, with fire inside our hearts. Whispering tales of dreams on a road less traveled by. Our footsteps light as feathers in the glowing sunset sky. Not everyone is not me, and that's my favorite part. We are wild, untamed, and free, with fire inside our hearts. Whispering tales of dreams on a road less traveled by. Our footsteps light as feathers in the glowing sunset sky. Whispering tales of dreams on a road less traveled by. Our footsteps light as feathers in the glowing sunset sky. Not everyone is not me.